Well, hello, you beautiful beings. I am the Reluctant Hermit, and today I'm doing a how-to video on how to connect your DAW to OBS because I've had several people ask me, how do I do it during my streams? So, I'm going to go over a couple things really quick. What I'm assuming here is that you are either an audio engineer or you've worked with a DAW, and I would love if you have any questions down below, please in the comment section. I will respond to them because I know that this can be a frustrating experience. The things that you do need to know. I'm using Reaper as my DAW, and this should work for Logic, Ableton, Fruity Loop Studios. I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing it has a master bus, and Pro Tools. And I believe there's another one that I'm forgetting, but you know what? We're going to continue on anyway. So I use OBS Studios. This should also work for Streamlabs because Streamlabs fundamentally uses the same processes that I will show you. So in order to start, do not open your broadcasting program first. We need to get a couple things first, and those are over here. All right? So what we need to do is to get a digital mixer that takes your microphone input and puts it as an output. And you won't actually have to mess with this too much. It just needs to pass audio. And the program / audio software that I'm using is called Voicemeeter, which is what you see here. It is donation based, which means that you don't actually have to pay for it. I do suggest doing it just because it helps them as well. So what you want to do is get the Voicemeeter zip package, or you can do the install. Either or works. Just use one of the other ones, and that will solidify one of the things that you need in order to actually get your DAW passing into OBS. The other thing that we need before you open up OBS or Streamlabs or Slobs, whatever you want to call it, is a package from Reaper, which works for other programs. They're just VSTs. It is the REA Plugs VST FX Suite. These are free. And the one that we're looking for is called ReaStream, not the actual, not the website. It's called REA Stream. And you're going to want to find out what your computer is utilizing, if it's a 32 or 64-bit. Most newer systems are utilizing a 64-bit version of Windows. So you need to download one or the other right here. I will be posting the links in the About section of this video. So what it will look like, we come down all the way here, all the way down here. This is the one that we're going to be looking for when we go into OBS. All right. Well, now that you have downloaded those and installed those things, we're still not opening up OBS yet. We're actually going to go into your DAW. In my case, it is Reaper, because for one, it's free unless you get a license. I encourage you guys to check out Reaper. It is a very lightweight program, and it is relatively easy to get around in. So the thing that I have brought up here for you to see is that in Reaper and in any DAW, you have a master fader, which is over here, which is where all of your audio is passing to. The main thing that you want to have on here is ReaStream. So ReaStream is this little plugin right here, and the things that you want to make sure that you have, right, is that you want it in send audio, because this will be sending audio out, and you want it sent to local broadcast. There is broadcast, which you can do over Wi-Fi. That's a whole other thing, but if you're doing it all on the same machine, you want it to local broadcast. Now that we have ReaStream put on our master bus right over here, I have a track armed here, and I will show you why I have it armed here. And there's some reverb on there for fun, because I'm going to show you what happens when we go into OBS. All right, so we've opened our DAW, we've set ReaStream to the settings that I said, and now we're in OBS, which is the scary program that everyone gets freaked out by, because there's a lot of different options. That's why Streamlabs OBS is a little bit more streamlined. Streamlined for streamers. What we're going to do now, because you downloaded Voicemeeter, you installed it on your computer, you don't necessarily have to open it. You're going to be going in to your settings. So this should show up. We're getting that Streamception stuff. You're going to go over to audio. You're going to go over to audio, and you're going to look at your mic auxiliary 1 and 2. And as you can see here, I have several different options, voice meter being one of them. So that's what I have. I'm using voice meter for my aux 2. Make sure that one of them, the main source that you want to come through, which is from your DAW, that is your mic source, is your digital audio mixer, in this case, voice meter. All right, so now that we have voice meter on in aux, it should be right here. I have it for mic aux 2. All right, and what we need to go into now is into filters. And we need to add right here. There is a button that is a plus sign for VSTs. When it comes up, you're going to want to pick this VST plugin thing, because everyone's going to say, like, you can go to those other things that are up there. Those are OBS specific. VST are usually like your VST plugins. So I've picked Restream right here as the VST that I need in order to get my DAW signal into OBS. And we're going to open the plugin interface, and you're going to see here I have receive audio and nothing else. So I have it in receive audio. All right. So now I'm back in my DAW, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute my other source in OBS that I'm using for my audio. I have two interfaces. If it's one, don't worry. As long as you're passing audio in here and you can hear it monitored, this should work, okay? So I'm going to mute here. And now you should be hearing me with the voice of God. So you can see here that when I'm utilizing that, when I've armed my track, the VU meter goes in here, and in OBS you should also see it in the other section. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that I showed it to you logically. Again, this is my first how-to video, so if there's any confusion, if there's anything that you need me to clarify, please let me know. I will even re-upload the video. I hope that this was useful, and I hope that when you go back in and you want to stream your DAW, your music, that this will get rid of the latency issue, because funnily enough, you should be able to monitor yourself in your DAW without any latency, which also means that when you're streaming it, you don't have to try and like monitor it in OBS, because I think we've all experienced that when you try and monitor things in OBS, there's a little bit of delay. Anyway, again, I'm the Reluctant Hermit. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. Hope that you have a wonderful day, my dudes, or a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful rest of your week. All right? Bye!